Hello everyone, this is Nareen Saibit MS. I am Nareen, and of course, it's time for a Sunday check in. And so, today's Sunday check in is neither here nor there because I don't know what to think about it. Now, I'll just paint you a picture. I woke up later than usual um, because it's the one day I have off. And so I said, yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. And generally, one thing I like to do is I try to imagine my calendars in my head to have, Saturday as being the right side border and the Sunday being the left side border. Because then, it's pretty much that your week pretty much starts on a holiday and it ends on a holiday, right? I know it kind of sees it definitely does have dark intonations also attached to it, but I do like to see it like that. But I want you to understand why I have a feeling that this Sunday might not be the best start to the week. So some of the good things that did end up happening, I did have one of my favorite things. Another week has passed, which means that we are getting just so much closer to when that it is going to rain almost every day. And so my room is going to be about 5 degrees cooler than what it is right now. Although I don't know. But here's the catch, it is El Nino, so the El Nino is in full force, and the Indian meteorological, um, I think its department has already stated that there is going to be less rain than usual this week. So I mean this year. So that definitely doesn't sound good. I do hope that does not mean that it's going to rain less here, right? I do want it to rain the same amount, or even if it rains a little less, at least it stays as cool. Because I am waiting for that. And also, the next positive thing that, the day when I get to have mangoes on a daily basis is coming so close, and I can almost taste it because that is, there are a few things you can look forward to in life, especially when you're living here, and one of them is definitely mangoes. So that is one reason. But now I want to talk about some things that did not make Sunday feel like it's the bright start to the week that it should be. First of all, yeah, I already mentioned it. It is the fact that I already understand it's not going to rain as much. I hope that does not impact the number of mangoes I get to eat. But here's the biggest thing. I was meditating today, and it was a long meditation. I meditated for about an hour and a half this evening, and I was drooling while meditating. Now, humor me. Was I sleeping while I was meditating? Because normally I hope that drooling while meditation is is not a permanent thing, right? I do not want to kind of experience this thing happening over and over, especially considering that I changed my shorts today too, and they're already ruined. And you know, I mean, I was thinking that maybe I should wear the pair I was wearing yesterday for another day and then probably putting on a new pair come Monday. But now I've got the soiled pair of shorts. I'm not happy about that. But so, as you can tell, the fact that I want my calendar to look like Sunday should be at the start of the week and Saturday should be at the end of the week is not starting off very well. Simply because the more positive things I try to think about on Sundays, the more negativity happens. And by negativity, I just mean that, I've got a soiled pair of pants and I have yoga tomorrow morning. It's not going to rain as much. No idea of how that's going to impact mangoes. And finally, I realized that thinking about all of these things, I'm going to probably stay up a little longer at night, just thinking about how I could have made today better. So here I want to ask you this question. How can I make my Sundays a little better so that I don't have to think about the slightly negative things that are going on, right? They're only slightly negative, right? They're not end of the world kind of thing, but I mean, the El Nino is definitely more end of the worldy for me at least, but the rain thing, I mean, the drooling on my pants as a 33-year-old, it's not end of the world, but it definitely is a stop and think kind of moment. If adulting is something that I should actually put a little more should be a little more serious about. So yes, I do want your opinions, I do want your thoughts, your insights. Maybe you've had experiences of drooling while you meditate. I do know that I wasn't sleeping because I heard the music from start to end. And considering it's an hour and a half long meditation, that's a lot of concentration I put in. So, yes, please do share. Please do give your insight on everything I've experienced today. Everything that made this Sunday check in probably not the best Sunday check in. And as a result, I do want your thoughts, your opinions, and definitely maybe give me something, or at least give me some um, counseling on how do I not drool in the future while meditating. Because the one thing that does happen if I meditate um, while lying down, I fall asleep. If I meditate sitting up, I drool. I can't stand and meditate, I'll probably fall. So we're at a little bit of a stalemate here. So yes, please do give in your thoughts, because that's the only way I can look about correcting this issue I have. But with that being said, I do hope your weekend went very well, and of course, if you do, and I do hope that you got the amount of rest that you needed, so that you can start off tomorrow much stronger than today. And if you do like to order your if you do like to see your calendars with Monday at the start and Sunday at the end, then maybe you probably have a better week lined up for you. But of course, with that said, this is Naren Sai with MS. I am Naren, and here's wishing you a good night, sweet dreams. Of course, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.